Yale New Haven Health addressed this topic late last week. They said as of then, about 70% of their employees have gotten the vaccine. That's about 34,000 people, and they are expecting those numbers to grow.
We are continuing to leave those invitations active, and we're still seeing folks accepting invitations and making appointments for their first vaccine.
And they are invitations, not requirements. Officials said it's up to each employee to decide whether or not to get the vaccine, although they're all certainly being encouraged to.
And the way we are approaching this is with a gentle hand, and we are spending a lot of time trying to make sure that the information that people need in order to make their decisions and is that they have that information.
Yale New Haven health officials said there has been proportionately more hesitancy among employees of color, with vaccination rates of 57% for Latino employees and an even lower rate for Black employees.
Our African-American Black colleagues have been slower to adopt, but we're at about 40% now for that employee population.
And officials said every successful vaccination will help in more ways than in just knocking down this latest wave. It could also determine the virus's ultimate destiny.
I'd like to see it completely eradicated, but I'm not sure, given what we're seeing around vaccine hesitancy, with only 70% of our own workers willing to get the vaccine. I'm not sure we can get to eradication unless we can get that number up closer to 90 or 100%.
I'm Tim Lammers, Fox 61 News.